Well, first of all, welcome and also congratulations. How do you feel?
I feel pretty great. It's really nice to win the very first award of the show, so you're very relaxed.
Woo, woo. I mean, original property it's a really tough thing to have nowadays because obviously there is this kind of a little bit of an attitude sometimes with this sort of rinse and repeat of like, you know, these kind of same old like franchises coming back out again. How on earth do you create something that resonates and is truly unique? This is the million-dollar question I think anyone making a game would like to know the answer to.
You know,
what's your secret?
Our secret is that we actually reached out to the entire team and we let everybody pitch, and we just picked the best possible idea. We had 40 people actually present us with ideas, and this was one that just surfaced, came out.
Wow, that's amazing. How long did that take to do? That feels like it took a while.
Well, you write a brief and you kind of inspire, and then you have people pitch, and I'm keeping an eye on the best game out there because we're nominated for that, right?
If he has to run, then that's why.
Fingers crossed.
Come on.
But it's, and you know, we've worked on the Killzone series for over a decade, and when you get the opportunity to do something new when you work in AAA, it's hugely exciting. You probably get to create new franchises 3-4 times in your career.
True.
That's about it. So when you win the BAFTA for best new property, that's pretty amazing. That feels awesome.
Does that now mean you're like guaranteed like 10 more episodes, 10 more games?
Oh yeah. Anything now after this. This is it.
Done.
The world is our oyster.
Oh, fantastic. I mean, what was kind of the most amazing thing I think about the game was the fact that obviously, like when you first saw the trailers, you're like, oh, it's like in the past or something, and then it was kind of that twist and it's a future. But you've blended in so many kind of really authentic things that we kind of know of, you know, the kind of Native American kind of like sort of tribal culture and things like that. How did it? I mean, that's quite a hard sort of thing to kind of blend together, kind of machines and sort of like this really authentic feel. How did it all kind of come about, and like what influences? Like, how did you get that information into the game to make it feel authentic?
Oh, those are like 7 questions.
I know, I'm sorry, I've got so many questions. We're pressed for time.
They're really good questions. You know, it's a sci-fi story, but sci-fi gets more interesting when it's really deeply rooted in reality. And it is kind of realism with a twist. Has been a design philosophy at Guerrilla Games that was already back in the Killzone days. But who won it?
Who won?
Oh, that's a great winner. Congratulations.
Wow.
And I think it's really important that when you have a story that's kind of big and not very easy to convey, that you kind of tie it into something that's very relatable. So we had that huge story of why on earth are these machines roaming the lands? Why are they dominant? But to kind of intertwine that with a very personal and personable story of Aloy. And where did she come from? And she was an orphan, and she was an outcast. And have that sort of very directly relatable moments for the player to connect with.
I think definitely, like, because like sometimes obviously with open world games it kind of feels like yes, there's a story there, but it doesn't feel so deep rooted in actually the gameplay experience, like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm going there because of like a reason, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. But actually within your game, everything kind of tied together with the narrative, which is quite, that's quite hard to do, that.
Super hard, and I'm so glad we brought in John Gonzalez, that we didn't have talent like that on the team. So we actually, we assembled an entirely new narrative team, a writing team, and that's been fantastic. To me, it proved that was the missing link in what we had been doing before.
Oh, amazing. Well, it's an incredible game. It's so well-deserved winning that BAFTA there. Thank you so much for talking to us. Go enjoy your night. You're off the clock now.
Thank you, bye-bye.
Thank you so much. That was fantastic.
Nice to talk to you.
Thank you.